Are you stuck in long work hours that keep you away from the people you love? That was me. For years, I worked non-stop. I barely saw my family, and the job felt like it controlled my life. I was tired, missing out on family dinners, bedtime stories, and all the little moments that matters. And the more time passed, the more I felt trapped, wondering if this was all there was. But then I found a way out. Learning to code changed everything for me. It gave me freedom. It gave me time with my family. In this video, I'm going to show you how I went from being exhausted and overworked to finding balance, all by learning a new skill. Not long ago, when I first settled in London, I took any job I could find to support my family. I worked in a warehouse. I was a cake baker. I've done pop-up food events and even delivery driver. The hours were long and unpredictable. Early mornings, late nights, weekends. I felt like I was always on a call, moving from one shift to the next, just trying to keep up. It was rough. My family was patient, but I could see in their faces every time I had to leave, every missed dinner, every weekend gone. I could feel the moments slipping away. And I wondered, is this it? Is this what I'm going to be? I kept thinking, if I don't make a change, what will my kids remember? A dad who was too busy to be there? I needed a way out, but I didn't know where to start. One night, after another very long shift, I came home and the house was completely quiet. My children had been asleep for hours. My wife looked at me and said, I kissed the kids goodnight for you. Hearing that hit me hard. I realized how much I was missing out on. My own kids were falling asleep without me there, night after night. That was the moment I knew something had to change. I couldn't keep letting time slip away like this. I needed a different path, something that would let me be there for my family. That's when I decided to give coding another try. I had dabbled in it before, but it never led anywhere. This time, though, something felt different. I heard that coding could open doors for jobs with more freedom, exactly what I needed to be there for my family. So I made a promise to myself. I will start learning again, but this time I'd commit to building a real skill, no matter how long it took. Every night, after my family went to sleep, I sit down at my laptop. It was quiet, and I dive into tutorial learning Python first. Some nights, I was so tired I could barely keep my eyes open, but I pushed through because I knew this wasn't just for me, it was for my family. I started with Python. Soon after that, I realized that for building websites and real apps, I needed HTML and CSS. Then came JavaScript. Every time I thought I was done, there was another skill I needed. It felt endless, but every piece was a new step forward. I was tired, frustrated, and I made mistakes all the time. But with each project, whether it was a simple website or a small app, I felt my confidence grow. It was like putting pieces of a puzzle together. Slowly, I could see a new path forming, a path that didn't include unpredictable hours, long shifts, and heavy lifting. After months of determination and focused learning, I finally felt ready. It hadn't been easy. Going from warehouse shifts to building software felt like a huge leap, but the work was meaningful, and I finally had a career that felt fulfilling. Best of all, it gave me control over my time. Then it happened. I finally had a job that let me be present with my family. No more missed weekends, no more rushed dinners. I could help my kids with their homework, play with them, be there for the moments I used to miss. I remember the first weekend I fully spent with them. No phone calls, no rushing out the doors. We went to the park, had a picnic, and just enjoyed being together. That's when I knew this journey was well worth it. If I hadn't made that choice to learn coding, I would probably still be working those long hours in the warehouse. I would still be missing out. And that thought, it makes me grateful I didn't wait. If you're feeling stuck in long work hours, always tired, feeling like you're missing out on life, you don't have to stay there. There's a way out. Learning a new skill like coding might seem hard at first, but what's harder? Missing out on your family, losing those precious moments because of work? My advice: start with small steps. Pick one skill, one that interests you, and commit to it. Even if it's just 30 minutes a day, those small steps add up. If I could do it while working long hours in the warehouse and coming home exhausted, you can too. But here's the truth: if you don't start now, nothing will change. Don't let the time keep slipping away. Make a choice today for yourself and for your family. Thank you for watching and letting me share my story. If you're thinking about making a change or you're already started, I love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know your story and your goals. And if you want more videos about career growth, learning new skills, or finding that balance in life, please consider subscribing. I'll be sharing more about my journey, tips, and lessons I've learned along the way. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.